Well, I guess when you're cleaning and you saw like a random dollar bill, you would in your head go, "Oh, that's a test of deception."
Yeah.
Right? You would.
I passed this test recently. I'm proud to say.
What happened?
I was at Mercedes and there was a $5 bill on the bench, and I just took a picture of it and I didn't take it.
Okay, this is not the same scenario. You're an idiot. You should have taken the $5 bill.
Really?
What the?
In the wild.
The wild is fine.
In the wild, yes.
Money in the wild?
I thought I was being filmed or something.
For what?
Yeah.
Streamer playing.
Oh yeah, sometimes they do that, right?
I know, but what would be the? You picked up a random five.
Yeah,
was there anybody around you?
No one.
That's your money.
I left.
Okay, have you seen these, Carlos? Have you seen these? Okay, where they'll have like a little girl like on a bench.
Oh yeah, I hate.
Okay, so they're tests of trust.
I hate that.
Right, where it's like like a woman will be sitting there, right? Who's like a plant, right? And then some guy will hit on her, right? And some strangers, hey, whoa. I'm so grateful I'm not in that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, I don't know. I think I would fail.
You'd walk away.
I would just be like, oh, that's weird. You know what I mean? I walk away. Or if a little girl comes in, excuse me, sir, I don't have any water. And I'd be like, oh, you do have any water?
Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, they catch me doing that. I'm fucked, dude.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those tests.
What would you do?
That's the name of the show.
Yeah.
It's called John Quinones, What Would You Do, right? Isn't that what it's called? What Would You Do?
Yeah. What would you do?
If I saw that, yeah, that's what it's called. What Would You Do?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Literally the show we're talking about.
What would you do?
I honestly, I'm so aloof in public.
Me too.
I'm probably just walking by.
I don't know.
I'm not going to stay there and take care of it.
Is there anything that you, a punk that you did that was like, that aired, that went crazy?
Is there a punk that I did that went, I mean, you mean like what, like it did well?
But that was like, they were mad, like super mad or.
I mean, no, I don't think there was anything that we did that, like everything that aired kind of went, I will say, no, that's not true.
There's so many lives you've lived.
There's one that we did in the hills, and I don't remember who it was, and it was a bad idea. I don't remember the girl. I don't remember. We were in the hills, and I was pretending like I was lost, and they were house sitting, and I pretended like I was a guy who's just like lost in the hills, and my car died. And somehow we figured out a way to get me inside of the home. And this woman thought she was like trapped with the hitchhike killer or something like that.
Oh, wow.
It was fucked. It was such a bad bit. It was so stupid and so overblown. This woman was on the phone with her mother, like just bawling, crying.
And they never aired that either.
No, did not air that. I don't think we aired that one. No. No, I mean the aired ones were, like Efron hitting an old woman. We hit an old woman with a car, a stunt woman.
Oh, you knew Zac Efron then?
That's the first time I met him.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first time I met that guy. Anyway,
deep Hollywood connections.
Well, first of all, I was a kid. I was an actor on Punk that no one knew, and people still didn't know that I did that.
I remember you then,
and I got paid like fucking $40 an
Yeah, but I always remember this guy's on the rise.
You know what's so funny? Yeah. Here I am shooting Punked. No, listen how funny this is. Here I am shooting Punked, shooting a TV show, writing it, and being an actor in it.
Yeah,
working at the studio, and I was worried about rent every month.
That's insane.
I was so worried.
Yeah,
there was months that I almost didn't pay rent.
Yeah.
Because I got paid so little money from the show.
Would you make a week?
It wasn't a week, it was an episode. You got paid an episode.
How much you get an episode?
I think it was $1,500, something like that. An episode.
Yeah, but then with taxes and all that stuff.
I had to pay my agent, my lawyer.
Yeah, $700.
Yeah, $800, $700.
Yeah. So how many episodes did you do a month?
Oh, no, it's not a month. In total, we only did 10 or 11. I don't even know what we did.
And that was your only income?
I was forced to work for the studio full time. Like I got put in that system, and I was working for the studio.
Wow.
Yeah, like I was writing for them and all that stuff, and I was,
You got ripped off.
Yeah, we got cooked. Those guys were making millions of dollars. We were fucking, I mean, that's Hollywood and that's what they do.
My MADtv was $4,500 a week.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really good money.
But you only got 4 the first year.
What do you mean? Oh, only got 4 episodes. Okay,
and then you can't do anything else.
Yeah, and they hold you.
So then you're like, what am I going to...
What the fuck am I going to... It's weird to be on TV.
Yeah.
And people from home being like, dude, you're on TV.
I know.
And you're like,
I can't
pay rent.
Do anything.
It's fucked. The business is fucked. That's why
you're still eating at Arby's and like...
Arby's? What are you, rich?
I know.
I was eating...
Exactly.
Maybe out of the trash can behind the Arby's.
Yeah, well, at the comedy store.
Have you guys got any beef you're throwing away? Beans on toast is pretty hungry.
Yeah. But now at the comedy store, they're like, dude, congratulations. And you're like, yeah, I'm making less money than I
was before. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Free meals at comedy clubs?
Oh my God.
When they were like, when I would go and play those clubs, I'd be like, hey, can we get lunch and dinner here?
Yeah.
And they were like, what? Why? I'm like, pay for
But I
food.
played it right. I remember the first year I got on it with, I don't know if I can't say her name, but a Hispanic girl. We all know her, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so there was like a couple of weeks where we weren't in anything.
Didn't make a sketch.
Not a single sketch. Right? And all the white new dudes, people were getting everything.
White new dudes.
Yeah. And then so I remember her coming into my dressing room crying. She goes, this is fucked up. I go, what is it? She's like, well, I mean, you're Asian, I'm Hispanic, and we're not gay, right? I'm going to go to the president of the, of the company.
Fox?
Oh, no, of the show, the guy that owns the show.
Oh, right.
Who's like this old Hollywood mogul, right? I can say his name. He's a great guy, David Salzman.
Okay.
This just old, he did Dallas and Judge Judy. I mean, this is an old guy, right? And I grabbed her by the wrist. I go, please don't. I go, and if you do, leave my name out of it.
We will be fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I'm making a stink. This is bullshit. She goes, knocks on his door, and just went into a cry fest, right? 2 weeks later, I never saw her again.
You got fired.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
And I was in nothing, and I just, my fingers on the fucking dressing room wall.
Yeah.
Just hanging.
Bobby? Yes?
They're taking my ankle, trying to get me out. I'm like, I'm not leaving, right? And I think that was the right move. It took years for me to get anything really legitimate, but I could barely made every, you know what I mean?
But you didn't get fired.
You got to play it smart, dude.
You didn't get fired.
Yeah, I'm a cockroach.
You got to play it smart.
Yeah,
something that she doesn't have to. With her generation, she can do whatever she wants.
Can I tell you another story about it? I have to tell you this. So I'm not going to name any names, but there was another female comic from the store, right, that was going to test for MADtv.
Whitney.
No, I can't tell you.
Okay.
Right. And so we were, I remember seeing her and I go, oh, so are you nervous about the test?
Yeah.
And she goes, I ain't doing it. And I go, why? She goes, I need 10 grand.
To test?
I need 10 grand because you negotiate.
Yeah, I know. Was she famous already?
No.
Oh.
She was just the same comic I was.
Sure.
Nobody.
Right.
And I go, you're asking for 10,000 an episode? Because the initial thing is 4,500, right? And she goes, yeah. And I go, oh, I'm testing. I don't care. They could give me peanuts.
Yeah.
I'm fucking testing. Right?
Air One peanuts though.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so 5 years after that, I was at a restaurant.
She served you.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know what she said to me? She goes, I should have taken the 4,500.
Oh my God, that hurts my heart.
And I swear to God, and I was like, my heart cracked.
You stiffed her on the tip.
I go, yeah, but hey, dude, can I get the fucking ketchup? You know what I mean?
You guys have hot
I asked
sauce?
you for the hot sauce. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
And she never worked again. Never saw her again.
My God.
She should have taken it.
Yeah.
She would have killed it on that show.
Oh. We need to figure out a way to have Rudy get her act together so we don't have a failure on our hands.
Oh, that's the
lesson.
Did you hear the lessons today?
Yeah, I'm scared.
No. You don't have to be scared.
Well,
you have to make the right decision.
No, you should be scared.
But how do you know that you're making the right decisions?
Fuck, that's a good question.
That is a very good
absolutely
question.
no
That's very
idea.
good.
I actually don't know.
Well, I mean, the opportunities that you get,
Seize them.
you seize them.
Yeah.
You don't go against them. Because I really honestly believe that one day, and don't give me that face.
Don't give him that face.
Yeah, one day you're going to look back at certain times in your life, you're going to go, oh, I didn't see it for what it was.
And say that to all of our fans too. Sometimes it's like if it's right there in front of you, the worst that can happen is that it just doesn't work the way you think, but you got to keep trying it.
Like for instance, if Seven Eckies wanted to do a podcast with you individually, and you know what I mean, and they go, you want to try it, right? I think your instinct would be, no, I don't want to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then don't. But I think you'd regret it because the iron's hot now,
right?
Yeah. It won't be 10 years from now.
If you try it and it doesn't work, all that happened was it didn't work. It doesn't matter. You don't lose. You know, it just didn't work.
Because in this moment in your life, you can make as much money as you can, and then later have a little savings or whatever. But I honestly believe that life is hard, and it's hard out there to make a living, and we've seen people struggle, and it's like I feel like me and Andrew both have made decisions that were like, at the end of the day, beneficial.
Well, and I made some failures. I did a lot of failures.
Me too.
I mean, most of the things I did was not a failure. Most of the things I did didn't work out the way I thought they might have worked out. Bad sitcoms, bad scripts and testing, and it doesn't work. It just didn't work. Yeah. And then you go until it works. But not seizing the opportunity is tough, and we want you to win. All we care about is you winning.
I think I am more open though.
I know you are. 10 times better.
I think you've grown so much on this show.
So much.
It is crazy.
So much.
Well, end the show. Tell them goodbye.
Thank you for being a bad friend.
Fantastic.